What's going on, guys? My name is Rusty. This is my channel, and I think today is a perfect kind of day to talk about what I ride. So my bike is a 2012 Kawasaki ZX6R, ZX6R. Love this thing! I got it brand new in 2013. I got a deal on this guy for under 10,000 when literally like the same day the 2013 models were getting pushed onto the floor, or at least a new batch of them. So I bought this, and then I see a 2013 come rolling in, and I was kind of pissed. I should have done a little bit more research. I didn't know the 636s were coming back. This is a 600. But it's all good. It gets me from A to B. It throws the wheelie up. What I figured I'd do for you real quick is just go through the mods that I have done to this bike over the past few years. It's not quite where I want it to be just yet, but it's right where I love it to be on a comfort level. So obviously when I first got the bike, I had a little bit of riding experience. I had two bikes before this one, pretty used, pretty beat up, really cheap. But they were great learner bikes. I definitely feel like I'm a better rider because of those shitty ass bikes. But when I first got this bike, it was, you know, bone stock. I was just getting the feel of it, you know, learning what a proper bike should do. And then slowly progressed with my mods since. And I feel like with what I've done with my bike has matched with where my mod list has come from, or the order in which I got my mods. So, you know, obviously like most bikers, first thing I swapped was my exhaust. The fucking thing was too quiet. I am an advocate of loud pipes save lives. So I got rid of the stock and I got this beautiful M4. I love this thing. I took the silencer out of it, make it even more aggressive and loud. Obviously the M4 is like the go-to exhaust for the ZX6Rs, the Ninjas, the Kawasaki's, but I love it. It sounds great, matches the bike perfectly, and its aggression. They finally redid this road so I can actually like have fun on it. There used to be really, really deep tire lines from cars going up and down this thing, and now it's just nice and smooth all the way through. I love that, and I look forward to hitting this harder next time. The next thing I did after the exhaust was I got a double bubble smoked windscreen, which now is cut down to fuck, and I'll get back to that later. And then from there I got my smoked integrated LED taillight. I believe I got that from TST Industries. Love it a lot. It's beautiful. It really cleaned up the bike. And obviously the Fender Eliminator bracket along with it, also TST Industries. Did both of those at the same time, and it really brought the bike all together. Cleaned up the back, made it sleek, made it smooth, bent the bracket up so my license plate's a little more inconspicuous. Obviously I get a little bit of heat for that every now and then, but no fix tickets or any bullshit for it, so that's good. Goodness, Audi. And then from there I got my shorty levers, brake and clutch, and I believe I got those from a company called Ride. I'm sure it was just an Amazon deal back in the day, but the brand of those is Ride. Nice and cheap. They were adjustable. They were black. Obviously the paint after a couple years is completely gone. The black at least. But they're very comfortable. At this point, I was more into, you know, racing and not on track, which I'm kind of ashamed of now. But racing, going fast, going vroom vroom, being comfy, you know, having a nice profile of the bike. And fuck red lights. God, this chick in front of me is swerving hard, and she is on her phone. Once I've got the bike all nice profiled, sleek, smooth, I you know, we're like talking 1 or 2 years into riding it, and now I'm nice and comfortable, so I started doing wheelie practice. It took me about a year to progress to, you know, really be able to ride out good quality wheelies. And as my wheelies progressed, obviously my bike had to progress with it. Otherwise, I was going to be stuck in the same spot forever. And that kind of brings you up to where it's currently at, the current mods that are on it. Oh, but before I forget, I did change the chain and sprocket when I first started learning wheelies to a down one plus 3. So stock my bike is 1643, and I took it down to a 1547. No, excuse me, 1546. Which made it nice and aggressive. It's like a perfect track setup almost, but it was beautiful and worked very well for beginner wheelies, learning how to wheelie, bringing up the front tire, doing second gear wheelies so you could really have some, you know, street speed to it. Very comfy. Rocked that setup for about a year or 2, maybe 3, until, you know, until current. It's hilarious, when I took that thing off, it was missing a few teeth. The chain was pretty chewed up. Isn't that just a dope fucking view? Sick. Alright, now let's talk about the current mods. So as you guys already know from the previous video, the bottom is spray painted. I still have to clean up the top fairings, which I'm kind of bummed I didn't paint those, so maybe I will do those as well. There's the M4 I was speaking of. Ow! I have new front brake lines, red transparent hell lines. These things are gorgeous. I have shaved down my double bubble, so now it's less for aerodynamics and more just for stunt comfortability. I probably will end up putting some, either some skater grip tape or maybe some, you know, some tank pad grip on there. Still have my stock, or the ride brake lever, but I have switched over to a RSC easy pull clutch lever in the anodized red. Super nice. RAM mount for my phone, that's always been there. Forgot to mention that one. I'm running a driven chain with a 50 tooth sprocket, also anodized red. So now I'm down 1 plus 7, and it is one hell of a ride. Obviously my top speed ain't shit, but it's in the direction that I'm moving for, which is turning this thing into a stunt bike. Last but not least, this was the latest addition, my RSC adjustable riser Clip Ons. And these just clip-ons make or break your stunt game, and I just have so much more comfortability and confidence riding with these. Obviously changes your entire body position into much more comfortable position, and you know, it didn't really take much away from, you know, the ability to go through twisties and ride some nice mountain routes and things like that. Yeah, there she is. The mod list. And then I think last but not least, the only thing I haven't talked about is that this bike does have a speed healer. Calibrated correctly, I mean, you'd be surprised how much your speed jumps. First of all, out of the factory, you're already looking at up to 10% inaccuracy once you get into the higher speeds. So for example, when this bike was stock, I was able to do 165, but how accurate the 165 was is questionable. I got the speed healer on when I did the down 1 plus 3. Helped out, obviously it made up for the factory offset plus the sprocket offset, which was really nice. So it's very, you know, very accurate. Recalibrated it for the new Down 1 Plus 7, and you know, just as accurate. Obviously, with this chain and sprocket setup, I am screaming at highway speeds. Like, holy shit, this is not a highway bike anymore. Not unless I'm like jamming to music or something, man, because just cruising with this thing is brutal. But like I said, we're going more of a stunt direction, so I'm not too worried about it. As you can see, this little button attached to my clutch cable here, that's to see your top speed, which that's not accurate. But I don't know what you guys saw there. That was crazy. That was crazy. But it tracks your top speed, and if you wanted to, you could use that button to reset it by holding it, and then trap a new top speed. So that's nice. And it is a hot day, so the bike gets hot even quicker. Even with this overcast, we're still looking at like upper 90s, if not triple digits here right now, which that really blows. Just like red lights, they blow. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for my bike and my mods list. I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope it was a little bit, you know, educational for you, I guess. I don't know, man. Take it as you will. I'm out here. Hope you had a great day.